Hello people, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about a very important and a personal problem which a lot of us face in today's digital world. I'm talking about overthinking and information overload. So if you're someone who cares about yourself and the people around you, chances are that you would have started consuming information out of curiosity to make your situation better, but slowly it has turned into a full-fledged habit of overconsumption. I'm talking about listening to endless TED talks, spiritual talks, astrology videos, health webinars, exercise or yoga videos, etc., etc. And you're not alone. So, honestly, this has become the number one problem in my life right now, and this is how I plan to deal with it. So, to deal with any problem, you first have to understand its root cause fully before attempting to solve it. In my personal case, there were two distinct contributing factors for this problem. The number one was that trying to solve my career or health related problems from an open platform like social media, while the platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc., they are full of all the videos and all possible information on topics like career and health. But as someone who did not have good control or regulation over or a limit on how much to watch, there was a real possibility of overdoing it, and which exactly happened in my case. And the second factor is more personal on how I see the world now through the lens of Vedic astrology. So, since those of you who are astrology enthusiasts, you would know that Rahu, which is the moon's north node, represents the internet in general and the social media. And its placement in the third house of my birth chart, especially in an Aries sign like Gemini, meant that I had this unquenchable and unfulfilling thirst for information, which even I was not fully aware of until a few years ago. So, as you can understand that even if you have found the right or the perfect information about your problem on day 30, but here you are on day 300, still trying to find newer and newer information. And you can see that how the focus shifts from fully implementing a solution which you found early on to looking for a better solution each time and thereby getting stuck in an endless loop. And needless to say, that you would experience severe burnout and also a drop in your personal and professional performance and a dip in your overall happiness quotient. So, with the above 2 points in mind, this is how I plan to tackle with the menace of this overconsumption problem. So, the first practical solution is to follow or do a grounding practice or a grounding ritual. For example, since in this problem your mind is in a state of wandering, you have to find a solid anchor to control it. And what better than Mother Nature? For example, walking barefoot early morning for a few minutes, doing some light gardening, cleaning your yard, even feeding birds, and removing any clutter from your work and home environment. Also, practicing deep silence trains your mind to stop seeking endless information. But the catch is that initially all of this would feel extremely boring and extremely painful, and you would want to quit. However, please remind yourself that why you started this practice. That is to get rid of the problem of overthinking and overconsumption and information overload, right? And the second solution is to trusting your timeline and letting go of any beliefs. By this, what I mean that if you started consuming information to improve yourself, in the areas of, say, health or career, but due to lack of proper regulation, self-regulation, or lack of proper discipline, that you faltered along the path. So now you must develop a very strong sense of self-compassion so that you stop being hard on yourself and start believing that you were meant to learn the lessons of important lessons of having a good discipline, having patience, and a good emotional regulation before you could attain a better career or better health. And before ending this video, I want to give a bonus tip to all the people who have Rahu in the third house, like myself, and they are struggling with the issues which I mentioned above, that is overconsumption and overthinking, overconsumption of information, I mean, and overthinking, is to find or restart a creative outlet like playing a sport. Suppose you used to play soccer or cricket when you were a child or when you were young. So find a means to restart that again, or even pursue another creative hobby like playing an instrument, or even learning and teaching a foreign language to others, so that your mental energy is spent at the right place, and you stop making a mess of your headspace. So yeah, that's about it. I sincerely feel that you find this information in this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and be happy and safe. Take care. Goodbye.